Okay, y'all see all that green? I started from way at the bottom. It's so beautiful out here. Just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm off to a great start. I went to the gym. Y'all saw that. And now I'm walking. I'm tired now. But it's beautiful out here this morning. It is starting to warm up though, a little bit. So I'm glad I got this out the way. Today, not sure what's going on. I golf later. It's my golf day. It's a women's league. And I think I told y'all about that. And I have some work to do. I think I did take today off, but I do have something to do that I want to get done. And I don't think I had no errands with my son, but I do got to make some phone calls, you know, just to make sure we on track for move-in day on Sunday. Everything's lined up. I just got to do some follow-up calls. And that's it for today. Ooh, I'm tired. I'm basically done now. I'm heading to my car, and I'm finna walk through this beautiful. I just passed the flower garden back there, but this one up here, where I like to come and sit sometimes in the morning, I'm gonna show y'all when I walk through there. Absolutely beautiful, right? So yeah, I'm just walking through the flower garden. It's a rose garden, and they have lots of seating. You can come in the morning or in the evening and take pictures, pray, meditate, do some journaling. This is one of my favorite spots to come and do that. Love, love, love it. All right, you guys, I gotta go get my day started, and I will see you guys a little later. Okay, so I've already put on my makeup. I still have to do my lips and maybe some blush, but I don't even think I'm doing that today. So I did just put one color on my lid, and I just used one of the Milani Bella colors. This is in charcoal. So I just washed this all across my lid, and in my crease I used one of my favorite browns. As you can see, I use it all the time. It's called Burnt Umber. So the request was for a beginner makeup for eyes. So I'm just kind of walk through or talk through some things today. And once I get better lighting, I think when I get my camera where I can actually zoom in and focus real sharp, I'll do a demo. Okay, I'll do a makeup look on camera. But for starters, you just definitely want to make sure you have a brown that you like, and there's lots of them. This is called Burnt Umber by Coastal Scents. And Coastal Scents, if you go to coastalscents.com, sign up for the mailing list, they will give you, and I don't know how much you know, so I'm Regina, you're the one who requested this, and be more specific. If you want to see a makeup application, let me know that. If you want to know about brushes, let me know that. I'll try and cover a little bit of everything, but you know, you can always make your request more specific. So I don't know how much you know. You may already know about Coastal Scents, but for anybody who don't, coastalscents.com, these hot pockets are, I think, regularly $1.99, but if you go to their website, sign up for their mailing list, a couple times a year they'll have these for 99 cents, and you can buy a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of different browns, a whole bunch of brighter colors, and just play around with it, make your own palette. And I'm going to show you this. It's dirty, but I just have a lot of browns. This goes in here because I wanted to, I have a brow bone color and crease color. I just wanted to play around with a lot of browns to see which one I like. I really like the Burnt Umber, and I really like the Deep Roast for my crease. This Oktoberfest is a must-have because it's real similar to Brown Script by MAC. which is really, really good to help blend out your transition color. So if you want to know, like, what are some good transition colors, what are some good colors for the crease, just be specific with your request so I don't go over stuff you already know, or I don't give you what you really want. But again, I will do a demo once I get my camera next week. But just some basics, like I said, eyeshadow brushes, just to apply my eyeshadow. For my lid, I just use these brushes right here from e.l.f. $1 at Target or on Eyes, Lips, and Face website, eyeslipface.com. Target carries these. These are showing up in grocery stores. Their white stem brushes are $1. The black stem ones are $3. This picks up color really good. It's perfect. Also, you'll need a blending brush. There's so many different kinds, but if you just want to start from the beginning, I would go to xoxo.com and just buy some. They have a lot of different ones. They have these fluffier ones. Some are more fluffier than others. But I'll put my crease color down with something like this, and then a bigger, fluffier one I will blend it out with. This isn't a Coastal Scents. This is an Inglot. This was gifted to me, but it's real fluffy. So you definitely need some fluffy blending brushes to blend out your colors, because you don't want things to be harsh. You don't want a harsh line. You want a smooth transition. But for beginners, I would just say, you know, I can do just a one wash of color. Like, I'm only wearing gray. I didn't really have to do a crease color. I just wanted a little more dimension. But sometimes I'll just wash a color like a bronze or a berry color, a pretty berry color. One lid color, and that's it. Just to have some color on my lid. So, basic brushes, Eyes, Lip, and Face, coastalscents.com will be your best bet, or bhcosmetics.com. They have a lot of sets, and then that way it'll give you an opportunity to get several different brushes. They usually include, you know, some face brushes and some eye brushes, so you can learn, because it's all by trial and error, what brushes, because what I love you may not like. So it's just a matter of discover what type of brush you like. But those are just the basic. An eyeshadow brush and a blending brush is just basic across the board. What else? A primer. Before you lay down your eyeshadow, even if you're just wearing one color, you want to lay down a primer, and that will just help throughout the day so it won't crease. I have oily lids, so my eyelids really get oily and my shadow will crease. But even if you don't typically have oily lids, it's a good idea just to put down a primer to keep your eyeshadow in place. This is a really good one from Wet n Wild, the Fergie collection. Wet n Wild, all of the stuff came off. Eyes, Lip, and Face, e.l.f. has one for $1. That one's really, really good. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your primers. There's some really good ones though, but like from Urban Decay or Lorac. But if you're a beginner, I would get the drugstore ones for sure. e.l.f. and Wet n Wild's primers to me are awesome. Okay. And then you may want to do a base too. So after you put your primer down, if you have an eyeshadow palette that doesn't pick up color, so like when you swatch it, and it's a good idea, and I'll talk about palettes real quick here in a second. So if you put your hand in your color and you swatch it, and it doesn't have a good color payoff, it's not really picking up a lot of color. This one actually is though. Then you can still use that palette. You can still use those colors, but you may want to put down a base. For example, like these jumbo crayon eyeshadow pencils these are from LA Colors. You can get these from the dollar store, but they're just the jumbo eyeshadow pencils. So if I was going to wear blue, I will put this down. It's like a crayon. I will put it down on my lid and then put my eyeshadow on top of that. So that'll help it pop a little more, give it a little more pigmentation. And it'll also give that shadow just something to stick to. So it's a good idea. If you aren't familiar with bases, play around with getting these jumbo pencils. You can use a lot of different things for bases. It doesn't have to be that. It could be these, let's see, these are my favorite. These color tattoos. Is this Maybelline? Yeah, Maybelline color tattoos. These are bases. So I have that in 10. Just for my neutral colors. Berries for my berry colors. And you don't have to match. You don't have to put down the same color. Like this is gold. I can put this down even if I'm using a bronze color or something like that. So the Maybelline tattoos are awesome for bases, just to help your shadows pop and to stick. And let's see. Oh, palettes. I wanted to talk about eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of individual palettes. I really ended up liking these Maybelline, these Milani Bella shadows. I wish they came in a palette. So I just have all these individual shadows all over the place. But if you're a beginner, it's really good to get a palette so you can play around with a lot of colors. Like this is a Beige Cosmetic Party Girl palette. Beige Cosmetics has so many different palettes for real cheap. Like I said, get on their mailing list because they'll have flash sales for like 2 days and you can get palettes half off or something like that. But this is a nice palette to have. This actually used to be one of my favorite palettes. I wore this all the time because it has every color you can possibly think of. You can create all kind of different looks. A neutral look, a bright look. I mean, it's just really, really versatile. That allow you to play in different colors. If you want to try a bold, playing with bold colors and you don't want to spend a lot of money, they have one called Take Me to Brazil. The Take Me to Brazil palette. Super bright. Or the Coastal Scent Hot Pockets. Like I said, you can create your own neutral palettes, bright palettes, whatever you want. So you definitely want to get your hands on a palette. I would start with an inexpensive palette before you branch off into the higher end palettes like the Urban Decay Naked palettes and the Too Faced palettes. Those palettes are like $40 and $50, which are nice to have in your collection if you are a true eyeshadow person and you know you're going to use it. You know it's not just going to sit on the shelf unless you're just a collector. But anyway, that is all I have for that. Again, I'll do some tutorials, some actual demos, I should say. But those are the basics. Let me know if you have specific questions concerning your eyes, or if you want to talk about foundation or anything like that. Let me know and I will get back with you. Hey y'all, so hubby wanted to do lunch today, so I got spiffy with my pearls, and I only wore these pearls because I because I wanted to wear these glasses. Oh, thanks, babe. I wanted to wear these glasses, and y'all, these glasses, I can't. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what they look like. We finna to go to lunch, which is something we haven't done in a long time, and so he called me today and wanted to go to lunch. Hold on, put these big old glasses on. They look cute, right? From just like that. I don't know, they're two, I don't know. I'm not feeling I am not feeling them, so I'll just wear them on my shirt. So then that'll be cute just like that. And I don't have to have one of those shades today. We just going to eat something light. I don't even know what. I'll be back. I'll show y'all.